Hey y'all, Choice here. I just wanted to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. I just wanted to take a moment and go back because I did a video where I touched on so many topics at one time. So I just want to go back a little bit over the many mansions and how, in order to enter into a room within the mansion or within the whole mansion, is you have to, it's a thing where I use this thing where as though you're flipping through various videos and each, or movies, or say for instance, like, you're watching a movie or one of those movie channels like net, like Netflix or social media, different people's, their pages, different pages. So every page is talking about something different. Every movie is a different movie, has a different narrative, has different characters, right? And so when you tune into that movie and you're absorbed in that movie in the moment, that movie has all of your energy. And if it's a really good movie, emotionally, you're going on the roller coaster. You're actually involved and invested in that movie at the time. Your energy, your currency. So consider that movie a room within a mansion, right? Uh, can be like Netflix being the match. I'm just using this because, believe me, it's beyond that, and it's greater than anything we ever know, and it's so divine and beautiful. I'm just making it so that we can make sense of it very quickly. So I'm using this as narrative, but it can't touch what it really is at all. So I just wanted to make that clear, really make that clear. Within that mansion in many movies, okay? And any one of those movies you can go into. Now, depending on how you are feeling, depending on how you're feeling the night or day that you go in to watch a movie, you're going to choose a certain movie to watch. If you're feeling for a romance, or you're feeling for a horror, if you're feeling for a comedy, or if you're feeling for a documentary, or something about nature, or something, you're going to choose depending on how you feel. In the moment is what you will choose, what you have a taste for. Just like ice cream in an ice cream shop, we can use that also, or something in a bakery, the bakery, the shop, the ice cream shop actually being the mansion, and then you have all of these flavors and varieties within there, okay? I heard someone say a buffet I heard someone say a buffet, you go to the buffet is actually a mansion, and all in there you have all types of food. Okay, I'm just making this this way. So the mansion, the room within the mansion that you have a feeling for, what you have a feeling for, what you have a taste for, you go and you tune into that. Now, mind you, I said tune in. You're tuning into that. You are taking your energy flow and you're investing it, not investing it, well, whatever you want to call it, maybe, because maybe it's an educational thing, maybe it's something that you're learning, maybe it's something that's helping you to accomplish some things. So then that would be an investment. You're tuning into something that you're actually, so that you can uplift yourself, better yourself, share with others or whatever. So it depends on what it is, right? Or sometimes you're looking for a comedy or something to lift you up. You're looking for laughter. You want a little joy or relaxation. So you're looking for something that you can meditate or listen to and bring a nice, calm, relaxing feeling. That's an investment, right? That's an investment. But then you have other things that are entertainment in a way, that is really some things that use symbols, they use sound, they use different things to trigger certain emotions within you, to keep you engaged, and otherwise you would not be interested, you would tune out of it. So they have to do things to keep you tuned in. So when you go into that room, it needs to be things to keep you preoccupied, to keep you distracted, to keep you busy, so that you stay in that narrative for a while until they finish with you, and then you can move on to something else. Okay? So I'm saying that to say, so each one is a different vibe depending on how you feel. Feel is what you will then attract, so you will basically tune into that and have that experience. Someone else's story. It becomes your story when you give it your energy. Then it'd be your first-hand experience, something that you experienced personally. By observing it, but someone else wrote the story. You didn't write it. Or maybe on a deeper level, perhaps you did. Because everything has a message in it. There are no coincidences. Everything is showing you or telling you something. We know this by the movies that we watched and that we watch. There's something in it that triggers something within us. But we're inspired, we're moved and motivated to go see that movie. We have very deep movies. One that was written by a black woman, actually her script was taken. I have to get her name. But she actually wrote I think she called it The Third Eye, but we know it as The Matrix and The Terminator. But it was a script that she had written that some other people said they're looking for Wi-Fi, and then they end up taking it from it, and she tried to go and sue for it and all of that, and I think she passed on before she even got it. But what she said, it was something that she needed to write to release for humanity. So she knew that she was a divine, she was a messenger. And regardless to who stole her writing and claimed it as their own, she was still used as a vehicle to bring forth those movies which were to enlighten us, to tell us something. The Matrix, The Terminator, those series. There's an African-American woman who wrote those. Okay. But anyway, back on topic. The many mansions. So see yourself. So now that I said that, see yourself choosing which story you would engage in. It's okay if it's written by someone else. If it's something that you feel that is helping you to evolve and grow. And it all is in some strange way. It is. But when you choose the story, be mindful about what story you choose. Be mindful about what story you choose. If it's not your own story. We are here to create our story. Those are the many rooms in the mansion, or the many mansions. We are here to choose a story just like as spiritual beings, we come through here to have a human experience, to choose a narrative, to live out a narrative, to live out a characteristic, I should say, to live out a characteristic. Some people call them archetypes. So whatever your character is in this role that you're playing, you then can choose which room you choose to go in. And it all has to do with your vibratory frequency, how you are vibing, how you are feeling. You will choose a story based on how you are feeling. Okay? So we have to come away from being a victim because we're victorious. We are masterful at what we do. We just have to reawaken to that which is gifted to us. And choose our stories wisely. Choose our stories wisely, with wisdom. Make a decision according to, So remember, your mind is here to assist your heart mind. Okay? And I'll go into, because it's so much, so I'll go into all of that in another video. But I just wanted to remind you of that about the mansions. You're choosing a story. Okay, and if you did not write the story and make it up, and I want you to also know there's things where people get, I always talk about get your mind back, get your mind back, and if you think you got it, think again. Make sure your mind is on your purpose, so that your soul can experience, so you can experience your soul's purpose, so that you are on the path, on your purpose, I should say. Because all of this stuff gets into your mind. It's just like the drummers right now. I don't have a choice but to listen to them, but I'm staying on my purpose. I'm staying on purpose. Because my purpose is to share with you. So though I hear that, I'm not diverting my attention to the practice. Instead, I'm focused on what I'm saying to you. So this is how it, this is how it is. So I hope this was clear. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Because these videos are not, no matter, they're kind of like kept in the side. Sometimes when I tune in to see where the videos are placed, they're placed somewhere where no one will ever find it. No one will ever find it. It's like that. So if you please subscribe and hit the bell, and if it is your desire, if it's something you know. Thank you so very much. Choice here.